Guys, how are you all? Today we are going to start the next chapter of history is colonialism and tribal societies. In this chapter we are going to read about the tribal societies, what were the means of earning of tribal societies and how colonialism made an impact on the normal life, or you can say that on the livelihood of a tribal peoples. Before going further towards the chapter, we must know the meaning of colonialism and the tribal. Although the word colonization and the colonialism we read in our last chapter. Let us have a look over here. If we talk about the colonialism means when one powerful country start ruling the other country. Okay, that means the less powerful country is known as is known as colonialism. As East India Company, British East India Company start ruling in India. Clear? So this was a colonialism. And tribal means the group of people, or you can say that the Adivasis, Banjaras, they were considered as the tribal. These tribal people are having special benefits, or you can say the special features over there. The first is tribal societies was the first and the basic society which found in our Indian subcontinent. These people usually live in hilly as well as in the forest areas. During the tribal societies, there were no caste system. People only believe in the equality. They had a blood relations. The whole single blood relations are having the single community, tribal community, the other is having the other tribal community. These different tribal communities have their own political organizations as well as their own religion beliefs, their customs, their cultures, and their different lifestyles. Clear? So this was a small introduction regarding the tribal peoples. In this paragraph, you can see the meaning of a tribals, and it is mentioned that when the colonial rule was established in India, tribal people start making a revolt as they just consider it as the alien rule, that means other person's rule in a society. These tribal people stopped resistance, means these tribal people stopped the change which was brought by the Britishers in our India. Here they made a lot of efforts so that they can able to stop the Britishers to start ruling in our India. Means of tribal livelihood. If we talk about the tribal people were having the different livelihoods. Sometimes they used to do the work of hunting, gatherings, fishing. They just start doing the cultivation activities also. Clear? So basically we are having the different categories. You can say that in the different categories it is divided like according to the hunting and gathering, herding and rearing, jhum cultivation and the settled agriculture. Let us have a reading of all these type of livelihoods of the tribal people in a detail. Now first have a look on the hunters and gatherers. Hunter and gatherers, that means they used to do the work of hunting and gathering. Like they used to hunt the wild animals and they collect them, as well as apart from hunting the wild animals, they used to gather the plants so that they can able to eat that. Clear? The main tribes of hunters and gatherers were Khonds of Odisha and Begas of central India over there. They, apart from collecting the wild foods, they also used to collect honey, fruits, nuts, and firewoods so that they can able to survive and can able to meet their daily basic needs over there. Clear? The special tree from which they used to extract the oil was sal and mahua tree. And what they used to do, the firstly they take out the limited material from the forest, and after finding out, like after converting the raw material into finished products like oil, like fruits, we had some, they used to make the rope. And what they used to do, they used to make ropes and baskets from these things like jute se baskets or ropes bana dete. Then they start selling it in the market for the product only. Means they used to follow the barter system. Now what is barter system? Like barter system basically is the exchange of goods to buy another good, like person A and person B. पर्सन ए के पास क्या है हमारे पास राइस, पर्सन बी के पास क्या है हमारे पास वीट। पर्सन बी ने वीट, अब पर्सन ए को चाहिए वीट, पर्सन बी को चाहिए राइस, तो पर्सन बी ने वीट दे दिए ए को और ए ने राइस दे दिए बी को। ठीक है, तो दिस इज अ बार्टर सिस्टम, दैट मीन्स एक्सचेंज ऑफ वन गुड फॉर द अदर गुड। एक गुड बेचकर दूसरा गुड हमने खरीद लिया। This was a barter system. So the people, the herders and the hunter gatherers used to engage in this activity. They start selling up their forest product in the market and take some of the products from the market so that they can able to spend their life, or they can able to spend their livelihood. They didn't had any kind of permanent settlements over there. They used to live in the small forest and they used to live in the temporary huts. Clear? And this was known as the kacha house as well. As they used to get the food grains, as I told you, barter system they used over there. So in this way these people spending their life. But sometimes it happens moneylender had an important role in their life, because sometimes these tribal peoples want a money so that they can able to do their trade activities. So for this particular thing, they take money from the moneylenders, and in return moneylenders used to charge very high rate of interest. अब पहला इंटरेस्ट निकला नहीं, दूसरा लोन और ले लिया. So in this way they just stuck up in the never ending cycle of debt trap में, कर्ज के जाल में फंस जाते हैं. पहला उधार उतरा नहीं, दूसरा और ले लिया. So in this way they just stuck in this kind of a debt trap. Clear? Apart from all these things, apart from all these activities, sometimes these hunters and gatherers used to work in the field of a large farmers as a laborers. मजदूरों की तरह भी वो उनकी फील्ड्स में काम किया करते थे. Clear? So this was all about the hunters and gatherers. Next we are having is herding and rearing. Herding and rearing means they used to herd and rear the animals like their cattle only. ठीक है, गाय भैंसों को. They used to herd the animals in the field. This particular group was known as the pastoralists. What were the pastoralists? Basically pastors used to move from one place to another in search of a pasture land. Pasture land means कि जहाँ पे वो अपने animals को graze करवा सकें. ठीक है, and what they used to get in return when they used to graze their animals on the pasture lands, उन्हें चारा खिलाते थे. After that they used to get milk, butter and wool from these animals, and later on they used to sold this particular products in the market. At that time we had two main categories of a hunters and of a pastoralists were Gadis of Himachal Pradesh and Bakkarwals of Kashmir. In class 9th you will have a chapter in history on the pastoralist. Clear? So next we are having is jhum cultivation. If I talk about the jhum cultivation, another name for jhum cultivation is our shifting cultivation also. This shifting cultivation is also known as a slash or burn agriculture. In India, it was mostly practiced in the northeast and the central India, not everywhere. In this shifting cultivation, what people used to do, suppose आज hunter gatherers ने एक इस particular piece of land पे काम कर रहे हैं. Clear? After cultivating, after harvesting and all these things, after cultivating the crop, they leave the land for few years. Like they used to burn the land, then leave the land for a few years so that they can easily able to gain its fertility again. Clear? Let us have a look over here. Shifting cultivation. This is land A and this is land B. ठीक है. Firstly, the one group used to cultivate the crops over here. उन्होंने यहाँ पे हमारे पास cultivation करनी start कर दी. ठीक है. After cultivating, ठीक है, एक बार हार्वेस्ट किया, आफ्टर कल्टिवेटिंग व्हेन दे यूज्ड टू कट आउट, यहाँ से उन्होंने सारी की सारी कल्टिवेशन कर ली, सारी की सारी क्रॉप प्रोडक्शन ले ली. देन अब छोटे छोटे हमारे पास वहाँ पे प्लांट्स रह गए एज अ वीड्स. सो दे यूज्ड टू बर्न द होल लैंड. इन्होंने क्या करा, इस पूरी लैंड को वहाँ पे बर्न कर दिया. क्या कर दिया? जला दिया. एंड आफ्टर दैट दे लीव दिस लैंड फॉर few years. It like be 2 years or it like be 3 years, so that easily gain the fertility. इन्हें यहाँ पे दोबारा से fertility मिल जाए. And for this 2-3 periods they start doing the cultivation activities on this land. फिर इस पे भी सेम काम होता है, बर्न कर दिया उसे और दोबारा से आगे काम करने लग गए. फिर अगेन दे शिफ्ट बैक टू द थर्ड पीस ऑफ लैंड. इसके ऊपर भी उन्होंने फिर क्रॉप प्रोडक्शन करा, कल्टिवेशन करा और वहाँ से जाकर उन्होंने फिर वापस इस पर आ गए. सो इन दिस वे दे यूज टू डू द शिफ्टिंग कल्टिवेशन. इन शॉर्ट वी कैन से दैट द पीपल यूज टू रन grow the crops first, then after that they used to burn the land, leave it for few years so that the land can able to gain its fertility. Then they, during that particular period of time, in this few years, they used to do the cultivation activities on the another piece of land. This shifting cultivation is also known as the jhum cultivation as well as the slash and burn cultivation. Last topic of this video is the settled agriculture. This settled agriculture is just opposite to the shift cultivation. In this settled agriculture, people settle down at a particular place for the hunting, gatherings as well as for the cultivation of a land. They used to do the cultivation activity on the same piece of land for several years and later on they get a right. उनको property मिल गया कि भाई हाँ ये तो हमारी ही land है, हम इसी पे काम करेंगे. Clear? They get a right over there and this land belong to the clan. That means a group of people. ठीक है, एक particular group को इन्हें कह दिया कि भाई ये land तो हमारी ही है यहाँ पर. And during this time we were having some advanced societies like we consider as the most powerful group like Mundas, Santhals and the Gonds. They were the people who just consider who settled there as a tribes. They used to do the cultivation activities and this particular tribe were more civilized by the Britishers and Britishers were giving more importance to them. Later on these people was considered as zamindars and all. Okay. So that's all about the chapter. Don't forget to read the chapter from a book. If any doubt, then kindly let me know. Clear?